Guess we couldn't listen to
Hello everyone and welcome to Little Rock Zoo's Animal Ambassador stage. There will be free flying birds during this show. We ask that while the birds are flying, you please remain in your seats and do not reach up and try to touch the bird. Thank you. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Little Rock Zoo's Animal Ambassador stage. My name's Hannah.
And I'm Kristen, and today we're going to help you guys get an up-close and personal look at some of the animals that you might find in your very own backyard.
Do you guys all like to play games?
Yes.
Because every time that you run, jump, or play, your body uses energy. Did any of you guys know how you get energy to play games?
Yes.
Raise your hand, what do you think? She's doing it right now. Exactly, you eat. And all animals have to eat, right?
Every wild animal is part of a food web, and they all play a really important role in our environment. Some animals will eat plants, some animals will eat other animals, and some animals will even eat dead things.
Sydney and Boo are actually perfect examples of the food web right here in Arkansas. Sydney is a full-grown great horned owl. She can take down something as big as a wild opossum. And opossums are scavengers like she's demonstrating. They would eat something that's died, even if it was an owl. But don't worry, these guys are just here to teach you about the food web. We're not going to show you one. So let's take a look at some of the animals you guys can find right here in your own backyard. Hello everyone, my name is Leanne and this is my friend Maple. I've met her on my travels. Now we have come here all the way to Arkansas to see what cool animals you guys can find in your backyard and find out what important roles they play in the food web. Now Maple is a groundhog, and even though I said I've met her on my travels, they're actually found right here in Arkansas. How many of you guys have seen one of these?
Where you find them?
Well, that's very cool. Now what Maple here is going to demonstrate for you is something that herbivores have to do. She's an herbivore, which means she eats fruits, vegetables, and nuts with their continuously growing teeth. But since they're so low on the food chain, they have to be able to stand up on their hind legs and scan an area for a potentially hungry predator. Now that's not the only defense they have against predation. These guys are known for building very complex burrows with multiple entrances and exits that they can retreat into if they ever feel threatened. Now they also use these burrows for something called hibernation. This is where in the fall, she'd eat a lot of food and she'd put on a lot of weight. And then she would sleep all winter long. And when they wake up again in the spring, they've actually lost all of that weight. So let's give a big hand to Maple, our groundhog.
Now our next animal wouldn't be able to eat a rodent quite as big of a groundhog, but they are higher up on the food chain. They're well known for eating things like rats and mice, and they actually swallow them whole. It's something that's really, really misunderstood by a lot of people. So I'm going to go ahead and have an adult volunteer help me out with bringing this one up. Oh, okay, you look excited to be here. Okay, slow down. Don't hurt yourself. What's your name?
Harriet.
Okay, Harriet. All I'm going to need you to do is just reach into this basket and pull out our animal. It's really simple, okay? Okay. Hey, Harriet, it's just a snake. Are you okay? It's just a corn snake. Everyone, this is Casper, our corn snake. And corn snakes are constrictors, perfectly built for hunting and catching their food. When they catch their food, they actually wrap their bodies around and squeeze really hard. Now they have the ability to unhinge their jaw, which allows them to swallow food that's up to 4 times the size of their heads.
You better put that cover down. Those things are poison.
No, Harriet, obviously you haven't been doing your research, or you would know that this is not a dangerous snake, or I definitely would not be holding it right now. And actually, snakes aren't poisonous, they are venomous, and there is a difference. Here in Arkansas, we do have 6 species of venomous snakes, but that's out of a total of 37 snake species. And some of the harmless ones, like a king snake, will actually hunt and kill venomous snakes for us. So if Harriet would have stuck around a little bit longer, she could have learned that snakes really aren't that bad, and they help us a lot by helping control that pest population, by eating all of the rats and mice, which also helps to limit the spread of disease. Now in Arkansas, it is illegal to kill a snake, so if you do see one in the wild, it's really best to just leave it alone because you never know if it could hurt you or not. Everyone give a hand to Casper, our corn snake. I need you guys to hold on to your feet, because this next bird's gonna knock your socks off. He's got a really sharp, powerful beak, long hooked talons, and he strikes fear into the heart of everything he hunts. Here he comes down the aisle.
Well, where is he? I can't see anything past that robin.
Hey now, Petrie takes offense to that. Kestrels may be small birds, but they are actually birds of prey, which means that they are built for hunting and eating meat.
Well, lucky for me, I've brought my trusty field guide so I can see if Kristen is telling us the truth. Well, it does say in here that kestrels are birds of prey, which puts them near the top of the food chain. But you know, it also says in here there are 3 distinctive characteristics that make up a bird of prey. So let's see if Petrie has all 3. Well, the first one is a long hooked beak, which he uses to reap meat off the bone. Yeah, he definitely has one of those. But it also says on here that he's got extremely powerful feet and legs, and apparently extremely long and sharp talons. Let's get a closer look. Oh yeah, he definitely has those, which he uses to grab his prey. And finally, it says in here, you can tell whether a bird is a predator or prey species by simply looking at their eyes. Now, Petrie has forward-facing eyes, just like you and I do. Now, this allows him to judge and focus on prey at a distance. You know, he's just so cute. I think I need to try and hold him.
Okay, be very careful, because even though he's small, he's the smallest falcon that we have in Arkansas, so he's a lot tougher than he looks.
Well, you know, he's just so travel-sized. I think I'm just going to take him with me.
Okay, I would not take one of those guys with you, because birds of prey are all federally protected. So owning even just one feather from that bird, let alone the entire bird, is actually illegal. So if you ever see one of those guys injured in the wild, the best thing you can do for it is call a local rehabber and they'll help you out. Alright, now you guys have seen animals that'll eat meat, that they hunt, or eat plants. Did you guys know something else an animal might eat if it doesn't hunt or eat plants? Raise your hand, it smells really bad. What do you think? Exactly, they'll eat dead things. So before I bring out our next animal, she's actually going to make a grand entrance. I need an assistant trainer volunteer. How about you? You're right in the front. You want to do it? Did you change your mind? Here, I'll let her do it. Alright, hold on to that. Don't blow it yet. Now, when you blow on that whistle, she's learned that she's going to fly all the way out here and land on my glove. So if you guys are standing, just stay seated while she's flying. And if you duck, she's just going to fly even lower. Alright, are you ready? Blow the whistle real loud. She's going to come from right over there. Alright, there she is. Good job, everybody. This is Latte. She's our black vulture. Now, you guys might find eating roadkill gross, but it's a really good thing that vultures don't. Because she's kind of like Mother Nature's garbage disposal, and she keeps all that nasty stuff out of the land. The thing is, we have 2 native vulture species right here in Arkansas. We've got the black vulture, and here's our second type, Gomez, our turkey vulture. Now, do you guys notice anything really funny about the way these birds look? Because they've got a quality that scares even some grown men. It has to do with their head. Do you see it? They're completely bald.
Oh no, it looks like Latte remembered her sunscreen, but Gomez definitely forgot his. He is sunburnt. Oh wait, it says here in my guide it actually has nothing to do with sunscreen at all. Apparently, since vultures feed on dead things, they have to stick their heads inside in order to feed. So if they had feathers on top of their head, they'd get really messy and be nearly impossible for them to clean off. Ugh, gross. It gets worse. Apparently, when vultures come down to feed, a lot of times they get too big and too heavy to fly away. So if they're threatened by someone higher up in the food chain, they'll actually throw up on whatever that potential threat may be.
And unfortunately for all of us, you guys can take our word for it, vulture vomit is the worst smell you can possibly imagine. So it's really, really good at getting rid of anything these guys don't want around. So even though vultures really are pretty disgusting, we know that they do good things for us now, right? Because like I said, by cleaning up the land and acting like Mother Nature's garbage disposal, she's helping limit the spread of disease. And a vulture's stomach acid is so strong, these 2 birds you just saw could eat something that's died from any disease known to man, and they would not be affected at all. So how about a big round of applause for Latte and Gomez?
Now, vultures aren't the only animal that we have here in Arkansas that will eat dead things. We actually have another animal that has a pouch.
You mean like my pouch?
No, not like that at all.
Well, fine.
No, this might surprise you guys, but we actually have a marsupial that lives right here in Arkansas, and they have a pouch just like a kangaroo that they carry their babies in. Do you guys have any guesses what it is? They're gray, and they have bald tails. They come out at night. Exactly, it's the Virginia opossum.
I just found this disgusting thing in my trash
Clean,
can.
they're not gross. Opossums like Boo here are really great to have around. Like we said at the beginning of the show, these guys are scavengers, so they're going to eat all of that stuff that you don't want to have in your yard, like rotting fruit, cockroaches, or even dead things. So if we didn't have enough opossums, our environment would be a much dirtier place, and the food web would be really disrupted.
Okay, that's true. And the thing is, these guys are not the only nocturnal animal we have around here, right? I'm going to give you guys some clues and see if you can guess who our next animal is. So just yell it out if you think you know. She's nocturnal. She's a really common bird. She has really big eyes. She can rotate her head. Who is it? Who? 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 All right, everybody, here she is. This is Barnadette, our American barn owl.
Okay, but I have a question. Because when she hunts when it's completely dark outside, how is she able to find her food?
Okay, that's easy. It's because barn owls not only have amazing night vision, these guys are known for their incredible sense of hearing. You guys all see that pretty heart-shaped face she has? It actually works like a satellite dish to direct sound right into her ears.
Okay, but now I have another question because the mice she hunts, they have really big ears too. So can't they hear her coming?
Okay, so mice do have really good hearing, but I want you guys to all get silent. We're going to fly her up here and see if you can hear her when she flies. Did y'all hear that? No. Neither did I. Barn owls actually have really special feathers on their wings that give them their secret weapon, which is silent flight. So mice have no chance at ever hearing them coming. So even though I said earlier that these guys are really common, they still face a lot of problems in the wild due to habitat loss and people poison rodents that come onto their property that they eat and get sick. So a safe alternative to poisoning rodents in your yard is you can build a nest box just like that one we've got on the wall and invite a family of these guys onto your property. Not only would you be helping maintain our natural food web, but the barn owl will help you by consuming up to 10,000 rodents in a single year. So if you want instructions on how to build one of those, just come see us after the show. How about a big hand for Barnadette? She always does a great job. All right, now you guys have seen animals from every part of the food web, right? Carnivores like the owl we just saw, herbivores like the groundhog that eat plants. You've even seen animals that'll eat dead things. So Leanne's been learning a lot about our native animals. You guys want to let her bring out a really top predator right here in Arkansas? It's pretty big. I don't know
This is so cool. Here, take my picture.
All right, come on out. I don't know if this is what y'all are expecting. There she is. Everybody, this is Lynn, our bald eagle. Now, unfortunately, the bald eagle has really struggled for survival throughout history. These guys were nearly wiped off the planet when people started noticing their decline in the 60s. I'll let y'all hear that. The thing is, it's not other animals or predators she had to worry about, it was humans. These guys were being shot and killed, and the widespread use of DDT, which is a really strong pesticide, was destroying their eggs. So these guys, when they were really struggling and endangered, there were only about 400 breeding pair in the wild, but there are now over 11,000 because people decided to do something about it. The Migratory Bird Act was put in place to make it illegal to hurt these guys, and DDT was banned, protecting them and their eggs. So in the year 2007, the bald eagle became one of the few animals that's ever come off of the endangered species list. So not only is she a great symbol for our country, but she's a symbol of what people can do when they decide to work together to protect our animals and the world we live in.
That's why it's our responsibility to make sure we preserve these animals so they can be found in our backyards for many more generations to come. We now encourage all of you guys to grab your binoculars and see how many animals you saw today you can find when you go exploring outdoors.
So if you guys were to all go home and tell even just one friend about your favorite animal you saw today, you're helping all of us and Lynn spread the message about conservation and the good that every single animal on our planet does not only for us, but for our environment.
We thank you guys for coming, and we hope that you enjoyed the show. We will be up here on stage with a few of our animals if you'd like to come get a closer look or ask any questions. And one of our animals will be a bird that will be accepting donations for conservation. And if you do donate over $5, you get a wristband from the World Parrot Trust, which is an organization that helps to support endangered parrots all over the world. When you do come up, we just ask that you please stay off of the stage for us. Enjoy the rest of your day at the Little Rock Zoo.